see, I've always been interested in horticulture. It's funny, I talked to one of my old Southern aunts many years ago, and she would say to me, I remember when you were just 2 years old, and one day you were outside my house and your head was in the grass. And I asked you, what were you doing? Why are you out there? And you said, oh, I'm listening to the grass grow. And it's like, that's what I've been wanting to do my entire life. I remember a long time ago when there was a few years where we actually had that garden where the experimental garden is, and so the staff were allowed to grow a community garden.
Mhm.
I had a lot of fun doing that. I mean, I grew a lot of vegetables, a lot of corn. It was so much fun, and it was from those types of things that helped me to realize that I could actually study horticulture itself. I've been a part of the community itself pretty much all of my adult life. And after I graduated, I actually found a job, which is supposed to have been temporary at the library in '88. Then a couple years later, I came to the Ambler campus. Then I became a student and an employee at the same time. So I've been here most of my adult life. 8, 9 years ago, I'm in the library, and I've helped many professors many times looking up stuff, researching stuff, whenever they have problems with their students, finding material for them. And I'm listening to the passion they have, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I go to a horticulture school and I want to study horticulture. What is wrong with me? I should have been done this. I need to get my degree. I need to learn about horticulture. Well, first of all, I had to give credit to my boss, Sandy. She was very kind in that she would allow me to juggle my schedule around. So there was occasions where, actually there are a lot of occasions where I was working till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night to either make up time or uh, to help the library in that way. We just scheduled the things around. Um, my family, they were, how do I put this? My wife was very supportive of it, and she likes horticulture as well. And she loves to grade my papers and critique them. But yeah, she loved horticulture. Sometimes I would have homework assignments where I'd have to go visit a garden, and she loved to go to the garden. Another way we would, what I basically did was I just incorporated. I tried to incorporate my family into my studies. For example, every once in a while, my son and I would have a study session where he's studying his homework and I'm studying mine. Or sometimes I would tease him and say, "Look, I got an A on my exam. What did you get?" He would get mad.
What?
So um, it was a lot of work, but between my wife and my sons and my boss, we were able to juggle everything around. The teachers they have taught me are very passionate about what they believe and what they teach. They're very knowledgeable about what they believe and what they teach, and it shows. Um, and they're very encouraging about a lot of things. Um, I would also say that the other part of that is the classroom itself, and that would be the Ambler campus. It's really hard, for example, to have an arboriculture class if you don't have real trees. For example, one of my arboriculture professor actually brought in a harness and taught us how to physically climb a tree. Or I've had uh, plant ID classes where we're actually touching the plant, looking at the plant, and seeing how the plant is actually growing in its environment. Or the times we've worked in the nursery where we're doing something in the head house, or we're walking around the nursery, the greenhouse. I'm sorry. That first degree I got was more uh, uh, family culture pressure. Studying horticulture back in the '80s was not the thing to do. Okay, they wanted you to be a business major, an engineer, a teacher. It's one of those mainstream types of positions. So horticulture is something you do because you really want to and love it. So at the time I didn't have the courage for doing it. So I kind of, I even now I still feel bad about that. So this degree is something that's mine and I enjoy it because it's something I wanted to do. It's something that I enjoy learning about. And therefore, I value it very greatly. I value it much more than that first degree that I got. This is the degree that I really wanted in the first place. And I got it. When I had first contemplated this whole journey, as you will, I didn't think it would take this long. I didn't map it out that well at the very, very beginning. And I actually thought I was going to be done. My timing was to be done a lot sooner than this. But right now, I'm kind of frozen in time because my kids still have 2 and 3 years left of high school. And I
Mm-hmm.
refuse to change them. I refuse to move them around to another world. I want them to finish where they are. Uh, I'd like to go out west, maybe Colorado or maybe California, and manage someone's forest. Maybe work for the USDA as someone who manages their forest, walking around, something like that. But I'm not sure how that's going to work. As I said, I'm not really interested in uprooting my family. The other option is one that I've always considered, and I actually look for every day, not every day, but every day, and that's becoming a gentleman farmer, finding a way somehow around this neighborhood where I can get some acres and just grow food and vegetables and uh, grow some year-round plants to feed my bees. That's pretty much what I hope to do. I think that's the more realistic version as of this point in time. Life is much more than what you have done so far. Don't settle. It's the journey to the goal that really matters. And once you arrive, you need to get ready for the next one. I mean, when I think about the last 8 years, yes, I have a degree. That's important to me, and I really enjoy it. But it's the journey along the way that really makes it of value. They're the things that you see, the people you interact with, the experiences that you get. Those are the things that actually change you. It's the journey that changes you, not the goals.